a Lioness. Hello and welcome back to Like a Lioness, a podcast all things women's football. I am your host, Miss Jessica Rowe, and this week I'm back with my co-host, Alisha.
Hello. Hey.
Woo! And believe it or not, we've got her back. It's our star guest, Miss Natalie.
Back again.
Woo! How exciting. How are we all this week, girls?
Yeah, it's getting to the end of uni, stressed. But
Busy.
excited. It's an exciting time. How are you,
It's really
Jess?
exciting. I'm good. I'm also similar to you. We're third year, aren't we? So it's
We
a bit
are.
it's a bit intense, but this is my nice chill time. I like this 2 hours.
It's my wind
In
down
this
after
room.
a busy day of
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite sweet,
essay
isn't it?
writing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, shall we kick in to the women's football? Now,
Yeah.
those of you who listened last week, you'll know that we start with a rundown of the matches. But I forgot to mention last week, we actually were having a break from the WSL because there was a very important FA Cup final this weekend. So they took a break so that these two teams could play each other. Now, the final saw Man United take on Spurs, which means out of the two teams, one of them was going to go home with a big title for the first time. And Man United took it 4-0 win.
They did.
Very cool game. Now, I was very cute because I listened to Russo and Tooney's podcast again, and Russo said, she was like, yeah, but you always score at Wembley, Ella. And score she did, didn't she?
She did. She was right. Of course she was. That's her best friend. But oh my god,
Bless
that
'em.
goal was incredible. Straight in the right, back of the net. Yeah, incredible.
I wish I could score like that.
No, I know.
Get me that.
It
Mine
was
just go
insane.
straight to the keeper.
Yeah, Ella did say that in training she's been practicing them types of goals. She's been she's telling the team, I will be
Training.
scoring at Wembley, and she
probably
did.
did.
Bloody
Alright.
paid off.
I know.
Didn't it?
It was cracking. Absolutely brilliant.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
Nat,
on.
what did you think of the other goals of the game?
Wow.
She's done her research this
I
week,
have done my
ladies.
research.
Yeah, go on.
So, second goal came from Rachel Williams. She got a header from a penalty. Third goal was quite unfortunate for the Tottenham goalie, Rebecca Spencer. I think she obviously
Poor
wasn't intentional.
goalkeeping.
I think she
Rough.
just tapped it out, thinking it would go to one of her defenders, but it went straight to the foot of Garcia, and she knocked it in like a pro. And then the last goal was also from Garcia, and that got them the title.
4-0,
Yeah.
first title. I
Yeah.
mean, the main thing of the event was the Man United manager with his little turtleneck. That was quite the choice
I
of
don't
out of
know
it.
what he was thinking, but it was
No.
like 25
It was
degrees.
so warm on the weekend. That's one thing I hate is playing in the heat. But they did really
Yeah.
well. They've obviously trained a lot. And I'm glad Man United took it. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm an Arsenal fan. But also, they did deserve it.
Yeah, and the celebrations were incredible. Like Mary Ups, she felt
Yeah.
deserved, you know.
Because her running out at the end, everyone's doing their interviews.
Yeah.
She run through with her suitcase, the bottle in her hand. I'm really sorry, I've just got to go celebrate. It was really cute, bless her. But I am really happy for them. And I was listening to Ella Toon's post-match interview, and she was like, obviously we haven't done as well as we wanted to in the league, which they haven't.
No.
They haven't performed like they wanted to. So it was really nice that they got a bit of something this year. So very well done to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, really good.
Right, also let's touch on, obviously there's no other games, but promotion. We've got Crystal Palace coming up,
Yeah.
WSL. Kind of expected.
Yeah, it is.
Bristol City going down.
Yeah, that's a shame for them because they were fighting hard. Obviously, they had the loss against Chelsea, but they got to get in their own league.
The standard in the WSL is very high.
Yeah, it is. And Crystal Palace showed up for that, and obviously have been promoted, which is good for them.
Interesting to see how they fit into it next season, I think. Right, yeah, that's all for the matches this week. Let me do that again for you.
There we go.
There it is. Boom. On to section 2. Now, we are going to be talking this week all things university football.
Oh, thank God. Not
Not
university.
uni full stop, no.
Yeah, football, that's fine.
University football. So
Something I know about.
I can do this one. For those of you who don't know, we are all on the university women's football team. Great fun. That's how we all met. Me and Leisha have been a part of it for 2 years, and you're also in your second year,
I
aren't you?
am in my second year.
Because when we first came to this university, there was a football team.
Yeah.
I did join it for the first couple months, and then I stopped
Mm.
because much like Sunday League, when I was back at home, you have to pay to be part of the team. when I first joined, they were asking for quite a bit of money. I think it was about 150. When we weren't in any leagues, we were training twice a week, but because of my timetable, I could only go to one of the trainings, and it just seemed a bit much.
Yeah.
But after that first year, when I took a step back, I mean, you in first year.
I did not know our football team existed. I would have joined. I was very unaware of it until second year. It became more popular. There was promotion of women's football at Baswell.
Freshers' Fair was quite the change.
Yeah.
The turning point.
I think that's what surprised me is when I came into it in second year and there were other third years. I was like, where were you last year?
Yeah,
It all
exactly.
folded. Where were you?
Yeah.
But I think if I would have known there were a couple more people, I would have been like, oh, brilliant. Like, we can do it together. But everyone who was in the team were people who had been there for the 3 years. And there was about 8 of us would go to the training sessions. And I was like, oh, God. And bless them. I don't mean to big myself up, but they were not great ballers.
You were the baller.
And it was that kind of great ego boost for me, but it was one of those things like, I'm not really pushing myself here. Is there much point being here? But no, university football, it was quiet in the first year, but second year it really took off. Now, can we all just tell, for the cameras and for the podcast, what are our roles within the committee?
I am the treasurer.
I'm the vice president.
And for those who don't know, I am the social sec. Now, with university football, it's very much run by the students for the students.
Yeah.
Now, before we touch on the committee and how we run it, Leash, being a treasurer, funding for uni football teams, talk us through that a bit. What's it like?
We don't have it.
Simple as that.
That is it. Full stop. We don't have it, which is frustrating. And I can see why there wasn't a team first year. It's expensive, but I can see also why it was expensive, because you need money to run a team of students, to go to away games, to get equipment, to get the facilities. I get why it was expensive, but you can't do that when you haven't got the girls to be in the team.
It does change. That is obviously from our uni experiences. I know people who go to unis who have paid coaches, as in people who, managers, paid trips away, paid away games. Obviously, we get travel. That is it.
That is it. And
that is where it ends.
It's helpful now we've got more girls. The price is lower and it's more manageable. You can apply for support with the money, which is really, really good for the budget and for the girls who join the team.
Well, this year we got all of our funds reimbursed, didn't we?
Did, yeah.
We had
Really
to pay
good.
only 50 to begin with. Was it 50, 40?
40.
40 to join, and then it got reimbursed. But I know some other universities who do have these proper coaches, they're paying 150, 200 to be part of the society. So when you're trying to reach people who maybe haven't played football before, which is what we're really all about, it's really hard if you're then saying, oh, come and try it out, but you have to pay £200 to try it out. What if I don't like it, you know?
Students. It's a bit
Really
ridiculous.
expensive.
We don't have the funds for that.
Exactly.
200 quid to throw away at football.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a sticky one. But in terms of actually when we're in it, it's all run by the committee, which is really quite a nice feeling. What is it like being on the committee?
Go on, Nat.
I love it. I feel so involved and part of the family that I don't think I would feel as strong if I wasn't part of the committee.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. We do a lot as committee. And I think sometimes the girls who are on the team don't necessarily realise how much you're doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot of work. I've really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but it's been stressful.
Yeah. When I wasn't on the committee last year, I didn't really think they had to do anything.
Yeah.
But since joining the committee, I am the treasurer. I think I've done, like, all of us individually has done every role you can.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm glad we stepped up, because bless her, last year our president, Kara Cooper-Jones, shout out to you,
Shout out.
does an incredible job. But last year she was stranded. She did have to do a lot of it herself. I know I took on doing pre's and organising nights out here and there when I could, but the actual main event of it, she did a lot of it, and that showed how important, I think, to her as well. She's talked about how much she values us. It shows how important it is having a good team around you at university to run these kind of things.
She set the whole team up.
She did. Bless
Incredible.
her.
Well done, Kara.
Really,
Round of applause.
that's her shout out for the day. She'll take that. But no, it is really nice, university football. Obviously, we still play games. Talk to me about Bucks Leagues. What's it like?
So Bucks Leagues.
Sorry.
I know so much about them. So it's the league that our team was on this year. It's ended now. Ended in January, unfortunately.
Yeah, really early on, we all thought. We only played 8 games.
Yeah, only 8. I thought for some reason it went on until
I
the
thought-
summer, which
well,
I think it
because
should.
In
but
normal leagues, you play one home game, one away game. In our
Yeah.
Bucks University League, you play one game for
One
each team,
game.
and there's about 8 teams in
Yeah.
your league.
Yeah, it's not very good.
It's over quick, but it's okay because it's fun, isn't it? No.
It is really, really fun.
Oh,
I've
the
really
away
enjoyed it.
games.
The away games are the best. Jess is DJ equipment on the bus every time.
Yeah.
The coaches, yeah, the mic's on, we're singing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look, we didn't have the best season. We didn't at our
We're not
uni. We
gonna
didn't have
talk
the
about
best
that.
season, but we had fun, and that's what's really important. I think,
Yeah.
especially at our level at university, we're not the big name teams. We're not a sport uni. We don't
No.
have the facilities for these big sporting clubs, but we still put out a club. We still have a women's football club.
Yeah, we've made a family. We really have. From first to third year,
Mm.
we are all just a bunch of girls that like enjoy a really good time.
And it's grown a lot.
It has.
For first year, there was maybe 15 of us who regularly came to training.
Yeah.
Now we're hitting like 25, 30, and I think it's only going to go up, which
I
is
hope so.
really nice. Now, for those of you who don't follow the Instagram, go and follow it, number one. But we ask you questions each week in relevance to what we'll be talking about. And this week, I have 3 questions that I've picked out that I'm going to ask all of us here. So the first one is there any drama within university football teams?
What's the next question? No,
Look,
go
within
on.
any group of friends, there's always going to be bickers, there's always going to be arguments, and that doesn't change on a women's football
Especially a
team.
group of 20
It's
girls.
all part of the
20
journey.
girls. It's fun. You
It-
learn
yeah.
you learn to deal
Doesn't
with
last
each
very
other.
long.
It's spicy, you know.
It's
It
all about
adds
communication.
flavour
It does.
and
It makes it a
layers
bit more
to
fun.
our team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the reason we not argue, the reason there is drama within the team is because we spend so much time together.
Yeah.
Because we are a lot of the time during the week we're seeing each other, whether it's in small groups or whether it's big football events. You're
Yeah.
obviously going to get on each other's nerves and you're going to argue.
A lot-
Obviously.
Yeah, I think everyone's just quite loud characters as well.
We
so
are all
that's
quite
Yeah,
loud
I love
characters.
it.
Yeah,
I
'cause you
love
are
it.
one.
I might be one, yeah. I do love it, but that's when we clash. But it's
Yeah.
brilliant when we
Makes you
we
mature
become
quicker,
together.
having to deal
Yeah.
with situations.
It
and
does. I think
problem solving.
Uni is a big maturing place.
Yeah, and being at
It's not
football
the
helps
worst
that.
thing.
No. But no, overall, there will be drama on uni teams, but don't let that stop you.
Exactly.
All
It's
right.
not the only thing that happens.
Exactly. Question number 2. How has football, particularly university football, impacted your life?
It's impacted my life very positively.
Phew.
Um,
Got nervous for a sec then.
No, I love it so much. And my main friends are on the football team. Like before, like we were saying first year, I didn't really have many friends on the football team. I only really knew one person really, really well, and that was it. And then this year, we've all just, like, this is my main friend group.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
and yeah,
Yeah,
I love everyone.
yeah, I agree.
Family.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It lifts my spirits, especially when uni gets really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It becomes such a stress reliever, and it makes you feel like you're doing something proactive when uni isn't going so well. It's just such
Yeah.
a good.
Thursdays are the highlight.
Support.
Of my week.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
it's
And
quite nice because at our uni we have our nights out on a Wednesday, then we have our training on a Thursday, and it's just props to me, you know.
Well
We
done,
have
Jess.
had a social every single Wednesday since we started,
Yeah.
which has been really nice to just catch up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fat
Have a couple
debrief
drinks.
training.
Honestly,
And
the
then debrief the next
debriefs at
day.
training,
Yeah.
they're incredible.
Our poor coach, bless him. Bless
Shout out
him.
to Sean.
Yeah.
Unpaid volunteer coach. He's done so well.
Yeah,
but that links
brilliant.
again to the funding. We do have a coach at our team, but it's all volunteer.
Yeah.
And even next year, obviously I'll be leaving technically uni because we're third year. But we said we'll both come back and help coach. But it's
Yeah.
all going to be volunteer.
It is.
I think that leads into this idea of team spirit that we have, and how much we actually just want to be with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Like occasionally I'll be like, oh, I don't want to come out tonight, but then you go and it's like, yeah, you just get to de-stress.
Yeah.
So it's really, really nice. And my final question from the Instagram is, what would your advice be to someone joining a university team?
Just do it.
Honestly,
Just give
do
it a go.
Yeah. I don't know like what ever made me join, but I'm just so grateful for that.
Yeah.
Just going. Like, it is for everyone. You can like show up for yourself. Like
Yeah.
jump straight in and you will find your people. there's so many teams and universities to join, so many societies.
So many societies.
Give it a go,
doesn't have to be
honestly.
sport, but just join a society because you do spend so much time with them, and you do just become a second family.
You
It's
do.
really sweet.
Yeah.
It's really sweet. It makes it really sad to leave.
Yeah, that
So
is
much
the
harder.
only thing. Yeah,
It
you'll
makes it so
struggle
much
to
harder
leave.
to leave.
Yeah, but it's incredible.
And everyone's going to be in the same boat as well, especially
Yeah.
at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Go
gonna
to
be
Freshers
nervous.
Fair.
Yeah, top
Please.
tip, number one top tip. Definitely go.
And when life
Sign
gets
up to things.
sorry, Nat.
Sorry,
Sorry, girl.
Leash.
when life gets stressful, you've got that support of people as well as a sport.
Even if it's just come round tonight, I just want
yeah.
to watch a film and order
Yeah.
pizza. You're like, yep,
Yep.
I'm coming. I'll be
Oh,
there.
it's just great. Oh, stop! I'm getting all smushy.
All smushy. But no, join some kind of society and give football a go because, yes, there's drama on the teams, but you're going to get that everywhere you go.
Yeah,
And it just makes you so much closer as a family.
there's a lot of love to give.
A lot of love. So there you go. Join a team. Join a team. And she was a fairy.
I was holding back this week.
I could see it. I could see it. No, right. Let's move on. Gossip of the week. Now, we're going to start on a slightly sad note, everybody. Especially for me and Lee. She was
Sorry.
even wearing her Arsenal shirt this week.
I am. I feel like I'm grieving.
We talked about Frank Kirby leaving last week, leaving Chelsea.
I've got goosebumps.
This week, we have
She
to bring it
does.
up. Miedemar is leaving
Oh.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
7 years she's been there
She has. Icon.
and she's going.
Viv, what are you doing? What are you doing, please? Like, she's going to listen, yeah. Viv, I'm talking to you.
Viv, listen, please. Now, I've got some wise words from my big brother because I was speaking to him about it. He loves football. He works in football. He might even be on a podcast very shortly. But these are the wise words from my brother. As much as it hurts to say, Russo is an upgrade and she needs to be given free rein to settle into the squad. Miedemar stops that. She's not as good as she was a few years ago. She's still good, don't get me wrong, but I must say I think it's the right move if you're taking emotion out of it. Obviously, it's very sad. Now, those words from my brother, I think he knew I needed to hear them because I was having a bit of a meltdown.
Just being real with you.
Yeah.
He was. And to be fair, I do see where he's coming from. Obviously, we had this big transfer of Russo coming to Arsenal, which we all absolutely loved. And I'm so
Sensational.
glad she's
Yeah.
there. But we've got such a strong team and such a strong bench that it does make it hard for Jonas to choose who to play. And when they're coming back from injuries, when they're still coming back from ACLs and they can only play half an hour, 40 minutes, it's fine because they do half a game each and it's fine. But I do have to agree with him in the sense of Russo isn't going to be able to fully put her foot in the team if you're competing against players like Beth Mead, like Vivian Miedemar.
Yeah.
It's really hard when we have such a strong team, and our team is really strong.
It's the harsh truth. Like, I hate to hear it, but we need to hear it. Like, Viv is
Thanks, Dan.
incredible. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Viv is incredible, but Russo coming into this team has changed the dynamics. And Viv
Really changed
isn't
it.
fitting into them. One, because of her injuries, and two, because Russo's getting them goals. She's lining up with Beth Mead, and they
Yeah.
are making them chances. So I don't know where she fits.
It's really hard because again, it links back to those injuries. I don't know if she didn't tear her ACL, if Beth Mead didn't tear her ACL, if Leah didn't tear her
Yeah.
ACL, we wouldn't have had to make many changes in the team. Would we have brought Russo in the first place?
Yeah, I was about to say, would we even have Russo? I don't think so.
Where did Russo come from?
Man United with Ella too.
United.
Oh,
Mm.
and that's why they're long lost.
Yeah, exactly, as
Long
we
distance
discussed
friends.
last
There we
week.
go.
But it's sad. It's very sad because
Yeah.
7 years is a long time to be in one place. I mean, we've been here 3 years and we're already like, I don't want to
Yeah,
leave.
exactly.
And it's sad when you think about it in the sense of it's not necessarily her choice to leave.
Yeah.
Again, this isn't fully confirmed from Arsenal or anything yet, but it does seem like it's they don't want to renew her contract situation. Her contract runs out the end of this season. They're not offering her renewal. So it's not necessarily, and I think in the way that her teammates have spoken about it, you do get that sense of
Yeah.
it's not necessarily her choice, and that's where the anger may come from.
Yeah, they're always saying always a gooner, and it just feels like she's being let go more than she's closing the door herself. I feel like
Yeah.
she's
Like when
She'll
Russo,
go to another team.
yes,
yes.
1 second. When
Oh.
Russo came to us, it was her choice. She wanted to move. She wanted to come here. With Miedemar leaving, it's kind of a bit more bitter because does she want to?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, we had this question on the Instagram. Where do we think she's going? I've done a little bit of research. I've done some digging. And again, this is not confirmed yet. Nowhere has been released. But it is looking like the main rumours are Man City.
Ooh. Wait, is that different from Man United?
Yes. Man United is Ella Toon.
Oh,
Man City
God.
play in blue. They're in the same
No.
city. But would she work in a Man City team?
She just wouldn't look good in a blue shirt.
I just don't.
I can't see it.
I won't see it until she's in there.
Yeah.
But also, Man City are so strong already.
Mm.
They can't be having a world class player like Miedema.
Yeah, where's she fitting in Man City, you know? Who would
She
she
could fit in anywhere though.
be on for?
But also, we don't want her going abroad because Beth Mead.
Yeah, the love of her life.
They've got a dog together.
Her dog.
What?
Yeah.
So Beth Mead,
That's so
for those of you who don't know, Beth Mead and Vivian Miedema are dating. It's been confirmed. Everyone knows they're dating. They recently got a little dog together. He's very
Yeah.
cute. He's got his own Instagram. But obviously Beth Mead, I think in 2022-23 season, signed a new contract with Arsenal. So she is staying at Arsenal.
She is.
I'm 99% sure. Viv is now leaving, which means they are going to be separated. And obviously, you can make long distance work.
Yeah.
But it's really, I feel like in the careers they're in, it's going to be really hard to see each other.
Mm-hmm. And when? When are they seeing each other? And especially if Viv ends up in somewhere abroad. But then this brings up for debate, is Beth staying where she is?
Well, I'm pretty sure, I was trying to look at when her contract ends, but I couldn't find anything. But I'm assuming it's a 2 or 3 year contract.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to find out.
But we can't have Beth Mead won't leave.
No.
Surely not.
Surely not.
But it is really sad. And it leads to this other question that I got is, what do we think of Jonas, who is the manager of Arsenal?
Go on, Jess. I do not want to answer that question. I don't know what I think. I'm still grieving.
I'm just very sad and very emotional.
Yeah.
I think Jonas has stepped into a difficult Arsenal team when he did. What's he now on his 3rd season? He's won some awards, some trophies, some silverware. He has got big names into this team. But he's made himself a very, very difficult job because there are so many big names in Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's who do you play, when do you play them, how do you make sure they're getting enough game time? It's really, really difficult. I don't envy him.
No, but if that's a choice he's made, I think that's why Viv's being let go.
Yeah, I
Because
think it
there's
would come
so
from him.
many. Now he's a bit overloaded. He's
Yeah.
like, oh gosh.
Which-
What do I do? Viv, sorry.
No, go on.
Out you go.
Yeah, it's really hard because there's a lot of emotion behind it. As an Arsenal
Yeah,
fan, you
true.
love him. But hey, let's go on to some more exciting news. We'll keep you updated on any more transfer news, especially as we get to the end of the season with transfer seasoning opening. Speaking of dating, did you see Caitlin Ford and Katie McCabe's recent post?
Oh, it's so cute.
How cute.
Very.
Obviously, they all went away. A lot of the girls, because they didn't have a game this week, they've all been away. But the post that Caitlin Ford and Katie McCabe made was very directed
Yeah.
at the both of them, wasn't it?
10 pictures of just them two
That's
abroad.
We need to have a
Final
look at
real
this. Yeah,
confirmation, isn't it?
It was brilliant.
And I think Katie McCabe commented on Caitlin Ford's Mi Amor.
Yes, I saw that.
How cute.
Yes.
Bless them. So love that for them.
I'll look later.
Some other great news that's come out actually just this morning. Arsenal have announced that all of the female games will be played at the Emirates. That is their
That's
new
so
home ground.
exciting.
Now that
Is incredible.
is incredible. Because, Leash, we were saying before we started, we were talking last week about is women's football going to keep rising?
We were. And here we are, just a week later, there's already progress in all women's teams.
It would be nice if it follows on with other
Yeah.
teams in the WSL.
Mm-hmm.
But someone's got to start it. And Arsenal always seem to be quite a forefront at starting these kind of things.
They really do believe in the women's game. You can see it through the progress they're making. They're giving us opportunities like playing at the Emirates. Oh, I'm just so excited and I can't wait to go support the girls.
We're going to have some more uni trips there.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what I'm saying. But because if they're playing every home game, obviously there's 12 teams in their league, I think.
11.
11. All their home games will be played at the Emirates. Any big games, like obviously we've got Champions League football again next year, and anything like that will be played at the Emirates. I think the only things that won't be are like small cup games,
Yeah.
which fair enough. Like we don't want to overuse the pitch because then we can't use it.
Yeah.
But I do wonder how it's going to work. Obviously with the men's playing as well, I assume there's going to be some scheduling conflict, or they'll have to work it out a lot more in advance. But I think every team should follow in this suit.
They should. I don't know why they wouldn't.
You've got the stadium there. You've got a pitch.
Exactly. We will support the girls if you give us the opportunity to.
I'm definitely going to get down to more games.
Exactly.
100%.
That goes for any team. If they make bigger opportunities, we will take them as fans.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Hopefully that'll be seen and it will grow.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely go to more games. You come to more games, Nats?
Definitely.
Wonderful.
If you
More
give me a
trips.
list.
I'll give you a lift. You can come in my cash car, don't you worry.
Yay.
Right, in other good news this week, Mary Earps. She's got herself an MBE. Woo! Bless her. There's quite a few of those female footballers getting themselves those MBEs now, aren't there?
Very impressed.
Good for them, as they should.
Yeah, it's well deserved.
Really well deserved. And I think it's nice that they're being recognised for their talent, because sometimes they are just forgotten about or pushed aside. But they have made this generation of women's footballers, from the Alex Scott age to where we are now, they are the ones who have really brought female football up.
Yeah. And just in sport and in like mental health and the way you perceive women in sport, they're just constantly positive.
Mary Earps is a
activists.
big advocate.
Yeah.
Bless her. Really good speeches she gives.
Yeah, she's so inspiring. It's really well deserved.
Yeah. Cute. So well done to her. And finally, Man City Women's have secured, apparently, a £10 million bid to build a training complex for the women's team.
That's so good.
Another well-deserved round of applause.
Lots of
claps
positivity.
going out this week.
Yeah.
It's quite nice to see some positivity, unlike last week where it's a bit more down,
Yeah.
apart from the Viv news. Some really good things for women's football
It
coming out
is.
this week.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it grow.
Me too.
It's nice. It's a nice feeling to see
Yeah.
women's football grow. But yeah, we've spoken about university football. Go and join a society. Everybody
it.
who's joining uni next year, September, is coming around. Have a look at them now. They've got Instagrams. Follow them. Find out and join. And
You won't regret it.
You will not.
No,
we haven't.
we haven't.
No.
We've done all
I'll
right.
be at the Freshers' Fair next year.
Yeah.
Come find our table.
Go see your vice president.
Oh,
Go and see Natty.
I'll sign your shirt.
Oh, can I come?
You can.
Yeah, I want that.
Perfect. How has your second podcast been, ladies?
Yeah,
It's been amazing.
it's so fun.
It's really nice. It's just nice to chat women's football,
It
get
is.
all the goss out. And obviously next week, big one, because we're looking at our last WSL game, so we'll know who is crowned. Just speaking of who's going to be crowned, obviously we said who we think is going to win, but I did a poll on the podcast about who people thought were going to win, and it did go to Man City.
Right.
You both thought maybe Chelsea could take it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,